blocker and on the catching mitt are always so sensitive. I mean, if it doesn't feel good to them, they just want to stop play and readjust.
Definitely. Also, a great rule that's in play, even in the pro level, is when the goalie's helmet falls off, play stops immediately.
Now, can you believe you stand there with no helmet at all? Sometimes even a mask. I can't believe a mask would even help.
Oh, yeah. I cannot believe that's how it was back in the old days. Speaking of helmets, a nice helmet block there by one of the Grand Canyon players as that puck's in the zone. 50 seconds to go on their advantage as they have a shot. Good save there by White as the puck heads into the corner as Komarek has it. Centering pass. Good shot there by Kasola. It's Chavez retrieving. Skates it in. Having a shot. Good save as that puck is still loose. It's Pimentel in the corner trying to get it out. She does so as there's 26 seconds remaining on the advantage. Now it's Utah in the zone. Here they go, having a no shot actually, and a big hit on the play there by Grand Canyon on Cruikshank.
Yeah, the paying referees here definitely wanted a tripping call of some kind on that.
As Grand Canyon regroups, tries to set up a breakout, they are somewhat successful as the puck heads out of the zone. It's Komarek across the blue line trying to make a move, and the play is blown off sides. And that will end the penalty for Utah. Both teams back out at even strength.
Yeah, so again, if you're watching this, that's incidental contact. They're not going to call that in the women's game. It's usually the calls get across the board, or if there's definitely just someone takes a beeline and takes somebody out in one of the three zones.
So face off in the neutral zone. Grand Canyon wins possession. Into the zone they go. Centering pass. Good break up there by Brower as White freezes that puck yet again. 7:37 to go here in the first period.
Yeah, she's seen a lot of purple jerseys coming in on White, and you got to hand it to Grand Canyon. You can tell that they're well coached and they're running a good system here of, again, moving the puck to the outside, finding that seam, and then trying to get into that seam and catch one of the Utah defenders off guard.
Definitely a shot from the point. That one is turned away by White. Grand Canyon with 17 shots on the evening so far, Utah with 4. But they're doing a great job weathering the storm as of now with just 7:15 to go in the first period. Now it's Grand Canyon again having a shot. That puck goes wide. A great shot there by Broadford as that centering pass goes across after hitting a couple skates there. And the puck is kept in the zone as it's Toombs. In around behind she goes. She's pushed off the puck.
Yeah, good battles.
As Burns gets the puck out of the zone for the Utes, and it's retrieved by Niemi. As Pimentel tries to send it back in, but it's picked off. As the puck goes into the zone now for the Utes. But it's Toombs back on the puck again, and she sends it out for her teammate Niemi.
Yeah, right now the Lopes are actually getting those battles, those one-on-one battles. Utah needs to be a little heavier on their stick so that they don't get stick checked and picked off like what's happening here in the first period. Good play by the Lopes.
Grand Canyon definitely has momentum to start out this game. Been playing very well. They've controlled the majority of play. But as I mentioned a few moments ago, Utah doing a good job weathering the storm.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there. Again, I think Utah's just got to get their legs underneath them. You can see that they're just a little slower than they've been in some of the other games, and they'll pick their stride up, and I'm sure there'll be some coaching changes that they want to make here in between periods.
So the puck goes in, shooting one time, they score. It's Toombs with the goal for the Lopes.
And yeah, beautiful play. She just snuck in there in the slot, and there's really nothing that White could do. She was somewhat screened on her blocker side, and then the puck came over to her glove side and then right into the side there by the glove.
That was a great one-time play set up by the Lopes. They take a 1-0 lead. About 5 minutes, 50 seconds to go here in tonight's first period. Grand Canyon wins the draw. It's Price sending it into the zone. McCain with the puck. Tries to clear it out. It was blocked. Flips it up and over a Lope, but one of the other Lopes keeps it in. As now Utah takes it out of the zone.
Good breakout here. 3-on-2, now 3-on-4.
Burns a shot. Good block there by Tracy.
Goalies love that when their out players sacrifice themselves and try to get that block.
And the whistle's going to blow here. 5:18 remaining. Looks like an icing call against Grand Canyon.
Yeah, so far it's each team has been just slowly looking at. You can tell there's a team system that the Lopes are playing. There's a little bit of puck chasing going on by the Utes right now. Maybe because they've shortened the bench. I'm sure their lines are different with the shortened bench with a couple players out with injury, and so they're going to have to find their stride here pretty quick.
Yes, they will. There'll also be something to note is to see if this team gets any more tired as the game goes on, as the puck is run around the boards there. Grand Canyon trying to get it out. A good scrum along the boards to try and keep the puck in. Pimentel keeps it in for the Utes, but it's picked off by Kramer. Kramer for Grand Canyon sends it into the zone, and White deflects that one wide along the half boards. Utah getting out of their zone.
There's a little soccer move there.
Now, those who can use their feet in hockey, you'd be surprised, how useful it really can be.
Yeah, I was one of the favorites back in my day of on the face-off, just lift the stick and kick it.
And so, puck it goes in around behind Grand Canyon's net, but they're going to break it out. As if they hurry, they have a 3-on-2. Into the zone they come. It's Komarek sending it over to Chavez. Chavez backhand pass the slot. Good save by White, and she's going to cover that one up with 4 minutes to go here in the first period.
Yeah, she's seen a lot of purple tonight, and that's a great color. I like the contrast. There's the purple and black that the Lopes have, and numbers are very large, so it really helps out identifying the players.
Yes, definitely helps us out up here. And also Utah with debuting their brand new jerseys this season on the ice. The women get to do that first. The men later tonight will do just that as well, but Utah debuting the brand new home whites. As you just mentioned, Jay, the Antelopes wearing the black and purple. As that puck goes in, center on the boards. High slot. It's poked away there by the Utes. Good play there by Wallen. As Grand Canyon sends it back in their own zone to regroup, but they lose possession. The puck's going to stay in the zone as Cruikshank has it in the high slot, having a shot, shooting. She scores! Cruikshank evens the game at 1.
That was really good dangling by her, coming right into the slot and freezing the goalie. Last year, the goalie, number 33, Hugler, she was the backup. She last year only played 10 minutes, and now she's got the duty all by herself. There she is. There's no other backup goalie, although it looks like they've dressed somebody. But on their roster, she's the only goalie on the team. So she's going to see a lot of ice time, and she's got to be pretty happy about that, as well as her parents.
Definitely. And the Utes on their 5th shot of the evening score. So Utah evening it up. Hopefully they can take this tie to the locker room. Good dose of momentum there. As that puck did go out of the zone, and so, a high stick it looks like it's going to be called against Grand Canyon. It'll be a power play for the Utes as Kuth from the Antelopes is going to head to the box for 2 minutes.
Yeah, and if you look at the games that they've played so far, the 6 games, the Lopes have been 19 goals for and 52 against. So you got to hope Morgan, head coach, is thinking that maybe if we just start shooting, the big defense will break down and the goalie will get a little tired. But they got to get some more shots on goal than 4.
Definitely is. Now the Utes on the power play. This is a good opportunity to do just that, but the Lopes get possession of the puck, and they're not going to clear this one. They're going to see what they can do shorthanded here. Into the zone they go. It's Fawcett. Fawcett with the puck, sends it up top to Broadfear. Broadfear with the puck along the half board. She's pushed off as Brower goes to retrieve for Utah.
Yeah, you got to win those battles to the puck, and right now the advantage is going to the Lopes.
As Utah sends that one out of the zone, almost good enough, and it was good enough. A nice poke check there by Cruikshank. Cruikshank into the zone, having a shot. What an accurate shot, and a good blocker save there by Hugler.
That was a fantastic shot. Really nice hands there.
And the referee's arm is up. Looks like there's going to be a delayed call on Utah. And that will be the case.
Another
As
trip.
trip, yes. Going to have some 4-on-4 hockey here.
So Dickman goes into the box and will have much shame.
So go back to that play by Cruikshank. That was a great shot. That was one of the best shots I've seen so far this season from the women's team. That was just a laser.
Yeah, and that I couldn't tell if that actually hit the post. I know it hit her blocker, but I didn't hear the ting that you normally hear. But it almost looked like it took another off her glove and slightly off the post. So it's a game of inches.
Definitely is, but that was quite a snipe. I thought that was definitely going in, but a good opportunity for the Utes nonetheless. But here we are, 4-on-4, Grand Canyon in the Utah zone. Having a shot blocked away there by White. Puck goes in around behind White. Grand Canyon still in possession, but it's poked away. Utah trying to get it out of their own end. Still unable to do so. It's Chavez. Chavez with the puck up top to Welsh. That shot goes all the way wide, chased by Price, and it's out of the zone. Good play there by Price to make sure Utah didn't end up with a odd man rush. Puck goes into the corner and out. Cruikshank putting pressure on Welsh. Welsh into the zone. She comes into the slot. A big hit there in the middle. And McCain is going to go to the box again.
Yeah, that was not quite incidental contact. There was a little extra step there. So going to take another penalty. This is going to be a long night. Unless the strategy is to rest our players in the box. I've never seen that be successful.
Yeah, they're definitely going to get some rest in the box, but you want to get that rest on your bench, not in the penalty box. But, however, it's going to be a rare 4-on-3 power play for Grand Canyon as they win the draw. As actually, it's going to be a goal there for the Antelopes right as their player comes out of the box. That'll be a power play goal, a 4-on-3 power play goal, and they'll go up 2-1.
Yeah, if Digman came out, she's the first one in the box, so she's the first one out. And so we still have power play for the Lopes. Now it'll be a 5-on-4.
So quickly changes to a 5-on-4 from a 4-on-3 as Grand Canyon wins the draw. Minute 10 to go here in tonight's first period as they come into the zone. Nice move there, but poked away. It's Cruikshank, and she sends it the full length. 1 minute to go in period one.
Yeah, the Lopes are skating. They're beating those races to the puck. They're beating they're winning the board battle and they're winning the stick battle. So they're going to have a few changes in the period if they want to make sure they can answer this.
And a great block there by Misunius as she brings into the zone. Good pressure applied by the Antelopes as no shot came from that play. 30 seconds to go. Puck kept in by Dickman. She sends it around. Grand Canyon retrieves.
You got to watch the sleeper. Number 9, Koth, is hanging around the blue line there and trying to get somebody behind the defense.
As Grand Canyon comes into the zone, and that play is going to be blown dead for offsides.
How many times have you seen that where it's that one last move as the puck carrier comes up to the line and the other skaters are offside? They expect that puck carrier to drive over the line rather than make that move within 6 inches of the line.
Definitely frustrating. Most of the time when that happens, Utah sends it into the zone, just under 10 to go. Looks like that'll be just about it for this period of play. As the horn sounds for the end of the first period. At the end of one, we have a score of Grand Canyon 2, Utah 1. Pretty good first period there by both teams. Despite the shortage of a bench from Utah, they're still playing very well.
Yeah, and that with all the penalties they're taking, they're getting outshot 20-7 right now. And again, I think if you went out and looked at the stats, you would see that there is a possibility with the goal differential that in the 6 games, again, both teams have won only 2 games so far this year. Utah has 2 more games under their belt versus Grand Canyon. But Grand Canyon is working a very, very good system tonight, Patrick, and I'm impressed the way they're skating.
Definitely, I am as well. They definitely have more players on their bench than Utah does by far. So that could also help them out with, being able to get fresh legs out there. But both teams have had a pretty good first period. So that only means more good hockey to come up next here on Utah Hockey. So we're going to take a little bit of a break here. The Zamboni is going to freshen up the ice, get it ready for the second period. So we'll be back with more Utah Hockey in just a few moments. Don't go away, because we'll be back for the second period in just a little bit. Welcome back to Utah Hockey. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Patrick McGann alongside Jay Sewell. We're bringing you Utah Women's Hockey here at the Salt Lake City Sports Complex on the campus of the University of Utah. We're about to head into the second period of tonight's contest. Grand Canyon University up 2-1 on the Utes. And coming out of the box, literally, there will be a player in the box for the Utes to start off this one. The 42 seconds remaining on that advantage for the Lopes. But after the first period, Grand Canyon, 22 shots and Utah 8. So they've been dictating most of the play here tonight.
Yeah, and the Utes have got to stay out of the box here. That's one of their issues, why we have 22 shots versus 8. And I guess maybe since the ice is tilted in that direction, Utah have the advantage in the second period now since the ice has got to tilt that way. But there certainly was a tilt. There was a lot of zone time for the Lopes. They're a well-coached team, and you could just tell they're running a system, and they're not letting it break down, and they're taking their game to the Utes, and the Utes are struggling to find their game.
Definitely. As the Utes, they definitely, as you were saying, Jay, got to stay out of the box. They got to put more shots on net. Can't score if you don't shoot. So as long as they get more shots on net, and as you were saying, this Grand Canyon team, 22 goals against. It's quite a bit. So as long as they put the puck on net, they have good opportunities to score against this team. Yeah,
it's again, if you can get her moving left or right. She's already demonstrated on the 8 shots that the Utes have gotten that she's going to cover the bottom and she's going to stay in the center. And you've got to get her moving from side to side. Just can't come up the slot and shoot on her. She's going to see that all the way. So we're going to have to get some movement on her. And they're going to have to start moving the puck east-west rather than north-south and see if they can catch her on position 1 or 5. And hopefully they can sneak one by her. They might need a dirty goal to win this game rather than just a pure, beautiful shot.
Exactly. And, that's not always how it has to be. You don't always have to get the pretty goals. Those gritty goals can also be the ones that win you games and big games at that. So coming into the second period, it's going to be 4 skaters for the Utes. And, there was 4 out there for Grand Canyon until they got one more out there by the face-off. And so it's going to be Komarek taking the draw and winning it for the Lopes, and we're off here in the second period of play in tonight's contest.
Yeah, and like all year so far, White is giving her a chance to win every single night, and so they got to figure out how to take advantage of that tonight. But again, the Lopes are just an excellent team. It's surprising that they've had their way with Denver, but they ran into Colorado State just like Utah did, and couldn't take a game off of them. And then they also ran into, I believe, Arizona, which has got a stellar team this year.
Definitely a lot of good hockey programs here in the West, especially in the ACHA, as now the power play for the Lopes is going to end. Utah back at full strength as McCain skates over to the bench, and Utah 5 skaters back out for them. About a minute gone in the second period. Grand Canyon on the puck again. It's Braun. It's poked away there. Cruikshank gets out of the zone and
I'm going to ice that puck. Another thing that I'm impressed with the Lopes and is if you listen to the on-ice action, a lot more communication going on with the Lopes. They're talking to each other. They're shouting at each other. They're telling the other players where they are. They're presenting their stick rather than their butt as they're coming up ice. And Utah's got to figure that out. They either have to cover that the middle zone because they're letting Grand Canyon come right through the neutral zone unopposed.
So Utah has the puck. Grand Canyon pokes it away. In the slot the puck goes, but it's not going to get there for a shot. Good paddle away there by Whites. As it's Wallen in the corner who sends it around. In the corner goes Brower to fight for it. And it's taken out there by the Utes and sent around. It's Wallen again. Wallen is not able to get out of the zone, but eventually is tipped out. It's Cruikshank now. She brings it in. Has someone on, but she's going to skate around, peel off, bring it into the corner.
I really like that when one forward goes deep and gets behind the red line, turns around and sees all of their options as opposed to just coming in and shooting.
Definitely, that was the smart play there. Although no shot came of it as Grand Canyon has a shot. That one's high. And they're going to change, get some fresh legs out there. Nice move there by Dickman as she brings it into the zone across the line. She has the puck, peeling back, sending it up top, but it's going to be poked away there by Niemi.
Yeah, she and Crookshank are just such smooth skaters and very, very fast.
So Grand Canyon has possession of the puck now. They're going to try and send it out, but a good block there by Litzinger. But now Grand Canyon able to successfully break it out. Into the zone they come. Good pressure applied there by Dickman. Puck goes into the Ute corner as McCain chasing. She has herself 4 penalty minutes so far in tonight's contest. As it's sent out, that pass just too far for the reach of Burns. And it's going to go the full length and be whistled for an icing with 17:03 to go in tonight's second period.
Yeah, so bring it down. We'll have a face-off in the Ute defensive zone, the Grand Canyon offensive zone. Again, just to the glove side, left side of White. I guess it's going to be, my bad. It's going to be over there on the paddle side, right side.
Grand Canyon definitely thought it was.
Yeah, I thought it came up from this half of the ice, but apparently the linesman thought differently.
Utah wins the draw. They're going to send it out, but Grand Canyon takes it away again. Tona into the zone. She's hit off the puck, and it looks like a penalty is going to be called against Utah. Referee's arm is up. Extra skater coming out now for the Lopes as they have possession along the half ball.
That might have been a soft one.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
That was just putting her arm up to keep the Lopes skater from going into her, and I guess they're just not going to have any, I guess they're going to call that interference. I thought she got skated into, but that's how it goes.
And so for the Utes, it looks like it's going to be Madison Brower going into the box.
It's got to be a tough job. I mean, the referees, my son and son-in-law are referees, and you get blamed for the calls you make, and you get blamed for the calls you don't make.
Yep.
There's no winning combination.
Oh, no. Lose all the time for referees. No one's happy.
But again, whether these two teams can get to the national level or not, the refereeing in the national level is absolutely fabulous. And if a hockey play isn't being made, they just let the players play on. It's only when you interfere or prevent a hockey play being made, none of the ticky-tacky calls are ever made at the national level.
And so now it's going to be another power play for the Lopes. They bring it into the Ute zone. They're having a shot in the slot, still loose. And good job by Utah. And they're going to send it the full length, even though they could have had a possible opportunity to get an offensive scoring chance.
That might be, again, resting the legs and waiting for that period. There, going all the way down there, probably with a shortened bench, might not be in the best interest. So, just get rid of the puck. It's always the safest play.
So now 3-on-2 for the Lopes. In the corner it goes. Waiting. Sending it into the middle, but it's poked away. But Grand Canyon maintains possession as Braun dropping it off for her teammate there. Good poke there by Marsunias from the Utes. As Grand Canyon with the puck again, just taking their time, sending it through the slot, but it's poked away. Another shot, shooting high and wide as it goes back in Pimentel to chase. Goes in around behind White, but it's poked away again there. Puck goes up top. Casola sending it in. Poked away there by Pimentel.
Yeah, everybody's going to get some ice time tonight on the Utes bench. They can't afford to let anybody rest.
So that shot blocked away there by White through traffic. 15 minutes to go here in tonight's second period. High slot, a shot, shooting. Great opportunity there from the Lopes, and a great shot there by Fawcett. But it goes wide, and Utah is going to send it the full length and clear most likely the rest of this power play as there's 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, that's again where the clear actually worked. I do like that they're trying to put a full press on in the penalty kill.
As that puck sent out, and now Brower out of the box. Full strength for the Utes again.
Yeah, she's trying to catch Brower coming out, but just a little miscue there.
Good block there by McCain's leg as it's tipped. The referee's going to say this is not icing, and it's going to be chased down there by Litzinger. Puck along the half wall now. Couldn't be kept in by the Utes, but they still have possession. Nice little move there by Dickman. Dickman through the legs and into the zone, but it's poked away. Just one extra defender there that she couldn't get past. As now Grand Canyon sends it into the Ute zone. 14 to go.
Yeah, it's hard with a shortened bench for everybody to play their role tonight because some people are asked to step up to a role they're not familiar with.
So now it's McCain into the zone shooting. That one goes wide. That's a good example right there of McCain, a defender, pinching all the way in and taking a shot. of her playing offense on a night when she might not be doing a lot of that when you have a full bench. As that puck sent into the slot, now it's thrown around there. As Grand Canyon with the puck again, as it's Cruikshank in the corner, has her teammate Wallen. Nice crafty attempt at a move there, but unable to get it to go as the Utes, and picked off there. It's Wallen, high slot, still has the puck, sending it through the slot. And
whenever you have your back to the puck, the safest play is always center that puck. That's what every player's taught from the time they were little peewees.
as puck goes in around behind Hugler. Utah doing a good job keeping it in the Lope zone, making tired defenders hopefully make mistakes, but they end up picking this off, and now it's Niemi with the puck. She's going to bring it across the red line and into the Ute zone along the half wall. Maintains possession, coast to coast here. And she goes shooting. Good save there by White, as she actually did try to go coast to coast and score there. As Grand Canyon still in the zone. And the whistle's going to blow. And there's going to be a hooking call against Utah. And they're going to go back to the box yet again. It's going to be...
I don't know how many penalty minutes we got going here, but Marcinus is back in the box, and here we go again.
Yeah, so Mina Masunius sitting for two. Yeah, when you don't have a lot of players, you can't just be taking penalties willy-nilly like this, as Grand Canyon could be winning this game by a lot more, as they have a shot. Good save there by White. Rebound heads wide into the corner. The Lope still on possession. To the point they go. Skating it around, trying to find a centering pass. Good block there by Brower.
Yeah, I do like the discipline here of the staying in the box. We got a few fans here shouting, get on her, get on her, get on her. That's not the hockey play you got to make when you're on the penalty kill. You have to literally stay in that box, collapse on the goalie when they try to put the puck inside, but keep moving to the perimeter. The bad scoring positions is the way to go.
As that puck sent all the way down, as now it's the Utes with the puck, trying to get it out. As they are successful, just barely though. As Grand Canyon skates it back in. That's going to be Casola with the puck. Pressure applied there by Dickman. Centering pass up top for the Lopes. A shot tipped and a good block there by Brower. Puck sent back the other way. It's Brower again for the Utes. She set off the puck. And her teammate Pimentel in to help.
Just rubbing.
And Grand Canyon dropping that puck off there. As Kuth has it now. That was a crafty little play. She brings it into the zone. And around behind White she goes. One-time shot. That one goes wide.
Yeah, Utah can't get a line change here. They've been trapped in the zone, and even when the puck come out, it didn't come out far enough for them to get anybody off the ice and get fresh legs. It got tired penalty kill unit out there right now.
So Utah trying to get the puck out and get those fresh legs, as there's 15 seconds remaining on the power play for Grand Canyon. They're going around behind the net, sending it back up top. Having a shot. Good block there by Burns, it looks like. And that puck's tipped out eventually, and now looks like it's going to be Dickman chasing the puck. But Grand Canyon picks it up. Almost picked off there, by Masunius. And now it's Grand Canyon the other way, but a good play there by McCain to backhand the puck out of their own end.
Yeah, McCain's been saving some. He's taken a few penalties, but she's a tenacious hockey player. She does not mind mixing it up physically.
Definitely one of the better players on this team, I've noticed so far, as that pass goes in the middle. Shooting! They score!
What a beautiful setup. Again, they crashed the net, as we talked about earlier. They're going to have to get one dirty and then close. That's a perfect example of it. You just handcuffed the goalie, not knowing what to do. Hugler had three possibilities who were going to shoot that puck, and she had to pick one of them. Unfortunately, she picked the wrong one, and score for Utah.
I'm pretty sure Cruikshank was the one in that goal. There was a massive white jerseys in the slot there. I couldn't tell exactly who got the goal, but nonetheless, Utah tying the game here at 2, halfway through the second period, which means we're halfway through tonight's contest already. And Utah, big goal there to level things out and grab some momentum. especially after that power play in which they looked like they were almost going to not escape it. A lot of tired legs out there.
Yeah, and really tired legs. They got the fresh legs and they got the jump. But also, it's you got Hugler back there, hasn't seen a lot of rubber, and that's one of the coach's fears. If they don't see a lot of rubber, it sounds odd, but you really need to constantly see the puck now and then to get a feel for it. And when you're isolated down there by yourself on all those penalty kills, you get cold, you get bored, your focus drops, and that's probably one of the things that happened in this goal.
Definitely, yeah. You got to stay warm. You got to be keep yourself involved in the game, and that's what can happen sometimes. Now it's Cruikshank again. She has the puck, having a shot. It trickles through and it scores!
Oh,
Cruikshank again!
Wow, poor Hugler. And this is what we talked about. Put rubber on the net. Just keep going. They've given up more goals than they scored. That's what they got to do.
I did not think that puck went in, but it eventually crossed the line. And a perfect example right there of Jay of just putting the puck out net and a goalie not really being ready. Hugler, like you were saying, not seeing a lot of rubber tonight. And Utah, 2 quick goals. 9:33 to go here in the second period. Now they have the lead.
Yeah, first time tonight they have the lead. Let's see if they can hold it. It's still only a 1-goal game. Yeah, everybody knows 2-goal game is the worst lead in hockey, so maybe this is a good omen that they're only up by 1.
For sure, and now Utah back in the zone. They go, and no shot. Almost, though, as the puck goes in to the Grand Canyon corner. As that puck goes in the slot, good shot there by Litzinger, but it was blocked by a few Antelopes as...
It definitely put a jump in Utah's legs.
So now it's a shot by Dickman. It goes wide and out of the zone. It goes back down in Utah's end. And it's going to be Pimentel.
Another great speed by McCain. Caught that player, didn't let her get any hockey play off.
And so a shot from the point, blocked there. I'm pretty sure that was White getting the save there. It sounded like a...
Sounded like a pad.
Yeah, it did sound like a pad.
I mean, again, that's just the positioning of that's just goalie positioning. Oh, we got so lucky.
Wow. Yeah. There was a 4-on-1 there for the Lopes, and it was blown off sides.
Yeah, I apologize. I shouldn't be a homer, but calling it out that way. But, yeah, that was just a gift that was given to Utah by the Lopes, a 4-on-1 eliminated by an offside.
Face-off in the neutral zone now. Utah ends up with possession. They send it down. Cruikshank trying to make a nice move. Has a teammate behind her. It's Wallen, but it's poked away eventually. So Utah trying to get it back in the zone. Nice couple moves there by Cruikshank. Into the zone she goes, and one of those moves definitely brought her offside, but definitely good set of hands there on Cruikshank. Wow.
Yeah, and she does have a good set of hands. Plus she's got speed, and she's got very good skating ability. And that's a triple threat when you're a hockey player and you're a forward.
Definitely. She's one of the better skilled players on this team, obviously, as you can tell through a couple of goals she's had tonight. As there's 8 minutes to go here in the second period, you can see the men's team from both sides getting ready, watching the women's game. That game will be directly after this one. It's a shot from the point. Tipped, hits the post with the shot on the deflection.
And again, whatever Morgan told the players, they are crashing the net a little more, and they're getting those tips.
Puck out of the zone. It's going to be Brower on the puck, who sends it back the other way into the zone. It's Cruikshank. She's onside. Tries to make a nice move, but it's poked away there by Braun. As now it's Cruikshank again. Brings it in. Backhand shot. Doesn't get to the net. Heads wide.
Yeah, my kids had a coach, Garth Butcher. He was a captain of the St. Louis Blues years ago, and he said you always got to shoot backhand because you don't know where it's going, and neither does a goalie.
And so the puck out of the zone for the Lopes. Across the logo. There you go. It's Braun.
Almost got caught in another bad line change, though. Again, they're going to have to watch that.
As the Lopes end up with possession yet again. Into the zone they come. Having a shot. Good save. White rebound. It's still loose. And Grand Canyon with possession. Having another shot. Good save by White. As for a second it looked like she was confused as to where the puck was at. She ended up tracking it down and made a second save. Good series of stops there from
Yeah, Broadfield
Right.
got a really nice shot off. She was last year's leading point getter on the team, returning this year. And, yeah, she has good hockey sense.
And
Going to have a reset.
yeah, Reese, I think there was not enough Utah players on the ice yet. And puck goes the in around behind White. Utah ends up with possession. So hurry, they can have a 3-on-2. It's Dickman with the puck along the half boards.
Again,
Peels
nice
off.
move. Going beyond the red line, looking at your options, send it out to the D. Oh, it skipped over the stick. That's so frustrating when it just hops over your stick.
Unfortunately, it did, but now it's Cruikshank back in the zone. Has Pimentel up top. Centering pass, shooting. Good save there on a great shot by Masunis.
That surprised Hugler. She did not expect that puck to come in like that. And she finally did get a stoppage of play and trap that puck and give up, not giving up a rebound.
So 6:10 remaining in tonight's second period. Utah 12 shots. Grand Canyon 26 shots. Yet Utah has the lead for now as that puck goes into their end. Chased down there by Burns. In front, a good poke check there by White. A shot, rebound loose, and one of the Lopes was on their knees. She couldn't find the puck, and that could have been an easy tap-in, rebound, empty netter, but unable
Another
to
smart
convert.
play by Masuras. She just was able to poke that out. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that name. So we never get a guide, pronunciation guide from some of these teams.
As the Lopes on possession again. Good poke check there by the Utes, and that puck sent to Cruikshank, but it was
She's
too.
out of gas.
Who was out of gas? Yeah, and
Yep, she's leaning on her stick. She's been played a lot tonight, and rightly so.
yeah.
One of the better players, and she's eaten up the ice time, and unfortunately, you have to come back and do it again. So if you don't get a good night's sleep, hopefully they sleep until noon and get up, hit the gym to get a little lactic acid out, and hit the cold pool and get refreshed.
Grand Canyon with the puck now. Sent up top to Broadfuhrer. Has a shot poked away. Chasing it is Dickman. Puck going along the half wall now. As it's Masunis. Sending it the other way. Up top the puck goes to Kramer. Who rings it around the boards. Sent in front, a one-time shot and a great save there by White.
I tell you, what I like about White is the positional that she has. I don't know what kind of goalie training she got, but where her goalie coach has been in the past certainly has taught her the right ways. When she doesn't see the puck, she drops in based on the sound and knowing that there's somebody in her peripheral vision that the pass might be going out to. Really impressed with her ability to pick up the puck when she's so many people in front of her.
So she has a .906 save percentage coming into tonight's game, which isn't that bad for a team that's given up a lot of goals. So definitely a good goaltender in Samantha White for the Utes. And tonight she's been playing very well despite 2 goals given up already. Her and the rest of her team have definitely switched gears since the first period.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need that. How many times, even in the professional, the coach has to have a little inspirational speech in the locker room because he sees a sluggish team, and he knows they can play better than that.
Almost a Herb Brooks style type of speech, maybe, in the locker room.
That's what you have here tonight, boys.
Well, girls for this
Girls
game.
for this, yeah.
As the Lopes had possession in around behind. And McCain lost the puck. She couldn't find it, so Grand Canyon still in possession. In the slot they go. Good defense applied there by Wallen.
That's the worst feeling for a hockey player when the puck goes into your skates. You don't dare look down, but it's a helpless feeling because your elbows are in. You got no way to get a stick on it, and your skates are another penalty right in front. It'll be a cross check.
Yes, definitely in front. There was a net battle, and it looks like another penalty as
Huh? Me?
we're going to get another one. It looks like
Yeah, Brower committed an infraction, looked around, tried to sell it like, oh, it can't be me. Yeah, hit from behind. It instead of a cross check. So we're going to have a face-off just to the left of Samantha White. Again, holding her team in, and now she's got to help her team kill off another penalty. And again, your best defender on a PK is your goalie.
So Grand Canyon with the puck, and it looks like a hook is going to be called against Grand Canyon. That's a good break for the Utes, as that's going to be number 10 heading to the box for Grand Canyon, Gracie Komarek. And it'll be 4-on-4 again with these teams, as there is.
Yeah, I was wondering, they're pointing at the face-off dot in the central. It says, no, when you get a penalty like that, it's got to come down into the offensive zone for the offensive team.
Grand Canyon wins that draw, 3.5 to go. It's going to be a pretty long 4-on-4 at that. There's about 5 seconds of separation between both the penalties. Now it's Grand Canyon into the zone, breakaway, shooting, and she misses on the breakaway opportunity. Casola had a golden opportunity to try to go around the pad of White, but she hit the side of the net, and icing is going to be called.
Yeah, 4-on-4. I think they just forgot that they're not actually on a penalty kill, but they're on a 4-on-4, and that's an unfortunate mistake to have it come back down. But maybe that helps White to get a little rest here, and the rest of the girls to almost like a stoppage of play.
And so face-off won by the Utes. They get it out of the zone. As they have possession, it's picked away there by Braun, who gives it to her teammate Casola. As the Utes end up with possession, have a little bit more space with the 4-on-4. Can't get it out completely. It's picked off there, and it's number 26
blew a tire.
Yeah, Grand Canyon blew a tire. It's Kramer. Now it's the Utes on the counterattack. Cruikshank was up ice, but the pass just missed her stick. Now it's Dickman. Nice move. Peeling off. Centering pass was a little too close to the net for Cruikshank there. Now it's Grand Canyon on the counter.
Good play.
As it's Kuth into the zone. She comes.
Breakaway.
Breakaway. Shooting. Good glove. Save by White on the breakaway. Keeping her team in this one, or ahead in this one, I should say, as Cruikshank just sends in and gets off the ice. She's definitely tired, and
yeah, much needed rest for Cruikshank.
So now fresh legs out there for the Utes. Just under 2 minutes to go in tonight's contest. It's Grand Canyon again on the fast break, but nothing comes of that. It's the Utes again on possession as they play that puck off the boards. And it's Fawcett now, passing it to Broadfuhr into the zone. She comes. Shots, or not really a shot, but just kind of left it in front. Now both
kind
teams
of a drag.
at even strength. Just under a minute and a half to go in the second period. Utah still up 3-2 at the moment.
I just like the tenaciousness and the tenacity of what a stop. Point blank range. Samantha just smothers it.
So yeah, puck was in front there. A couple shots from the near slot. As there is just over a minute to go now. Grand Canyon regroups. Sends it back into the Ute zone. It's Walgren sending it in front. And Utah just gets rid of the puck. And it's going to keep going. No icing.
Yeah, they took too much time to get to it. When the goalie approaches it like that, they're going to call it off because they have a chance to get that puck. And when they don't, you're going to lose that icing opportunity. Good pick.
So it's Burns. Poked away.
She's back out there. Poor thing. I think she got like a 12-minute or 12-second rest. And another beautiful save by White.
She'll definitely get a longer rest, as well as both teams in a few seconds here, as puck goes in and around behind. 20 seconds to go now. Ringing around the boards by the Utes, and it's kept in there by Broadfuhr. Broadfuhr in and around behind. One-time pass in the slot, but it wasn't powerful enough to get to the net. As there's 2 seconds left, as the Grand Canyon bench is saying, shoot it, and that's going to end The second period of play here tonight in Salt Lake City, Utah coming out with a new fire underneath them this second period. They put in a couple of goals and make the score 3-2 in their favor. What a second period, Jay.
Yeah, that first goal that they went in and tied the game up really put some energy into the Ute skaters, and the second one gave them a lot of momentum. This time I think Utah pretty much had the period. If not, it was at least even, unlike the first period where the Lopes were taking their game to the Utes.
Definitely, as the Utah Utes just trying to take what they have and protect it next period, or maybe try and add on a little bit. But right now they're up 3-2. We're going to take a little bit of a break. The players are going to get a well-deserved rest. Our voices are going to get a well-deserved rest, and we'll be back for the third period. So don't touch that remote. We'll be back with third period action between the Antelopes of Grand Canyon University and the Utes of the University of Utah in just a moment. Welcome back to Utah Hockey. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your play-by-play host, Patrick McGann, alongside Jay Sewell. And we're bringing you University of Utah youth hockey, women's hockey, I should say, against the Grand Canyon Antelopes. And we're about to start the third period of play. Utah currently up 3-2 on the Antelopes. Despite being doubled up, more than doubled up on shots, Utah with 14, Grand Canyon with 33. But Utah just weathering the storm, playing great hockey so far, Jay.
Yeah, and those 33 shots are not all 5-on-5. Those are a lot. There's been a lot of penalties taken by the Utes. I don't have the stats in front of me, but they've been in the box quite a bit tonight. And maybe it's because they've got a short bench here with a couple players injured. And then we're going to wait here a little bit. Ice has got some wet spots, and so they're talking about it here on the south end of the rink. But, yeah, we're probably going to have to wait for the ice to firm up a little bit and go through that. But so what do you think the message, Patrick, was to Grand Canyon? How do they solve Samantha?
You know, I think going into the locker room, I think their coach is a little frustrated. You know, they've been given all this power play time, you know, advantage. You have the advantage, and you got to put the puck on net. But I think they've got to be better with the puck. Honestly, their passes have not been as crisp as we've seen in the first period. The first period was their best period of hockey. They were playing great hockey. They let up a little bit. Also giving credit to Utah as well. They put their foot on the gas pedal. But I think Grand Canyon's just got to string some passes together and just get more quality shots. Their shots have not been very quality. They've just kind of had more quantity over quality so far this evening.
Yeah, I think you're right. Their shot selection is they really haven't crashed the net at all. And maybe that's the message that they're going to get here is we've got to get some more people in front of Samantha White because they've been taking almost all their shots from the perimeter, and they've got the power play goal, and that was just, that was crashing the net. So they're probably going to have to think about changing their tactics a little bit. It's almost like they want to have that perfect play. They want to have the tic-tac-toe, 3-pass, 2-pass, and then get Samantha moving. But Samantha's unbelievable. She has a radar on that puck. And no matter what the crowd is in front of her, what's going on, she seems to find that puck, and it's got to be frustrating for the Lopes.
Definitely, and that's what you want to do. You just want to frustrate your opposition as much as you possibly can, and that just leads to them playing frustrated hockey, which isn't quality hockey. So coming into this period, Utah's just got to keep doing what they're doing, keep putting pucks on the net, keep crashing. They did a great job of crashing the net last period, so hopefully they can keep doing just that.
So we have a problem with the door on the south end, where the Lopes came out of the locker room. They're not getting it to latch, so they've got the two linesmen and the referee down there. It looks like one of them has a sledgehammer trying to pry that door. Maybe it just jammed, and they're just not getting their kind of leverage on it. So a little more delay. You can hear the Jeopardy clock going on in the background.
Yeah. What's Grand Canyon doing to our doors here?
Yeah, you just never know, Delay of game.
Yeah, could only hope. But some technical difficulties that we're dealing with right now.
Well, last year was really interesting when you went at Nationals down in Dallas. They literally ended up strapping, taping, and band-aiding with baling wire the end of one of their ends of the rink. They were having all sorts of separation of the glass falling out, lots of delays. And so they literally took toe straps from one end of the corner to the other corner, and they just ratcheted them together to try and pull the boards together. I've never seen that.
Wow.
But what was interesting, it must happen a lot at that location because they literally had a basket full of those straps ready to go.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't that they had to go find them or go buy them down at Lowe's. They literally had them at the arena. So, yeah, for whatever reason, as play went on, it got worse and worse and worse as the boards just started to separate. And I don't know if it was the heat outside. And I've never seen a hockey game at Nationals. We had a weather delay.
Wow.
So
okay.
the sirens went off, tornado in the area.
Wow.
Everybody had to go underneath the stands. Literally, the entire place was a ghost town, and everybody in there. It was so much fun to talk to all of the parents and all of the fans from the other places. But yeah, up on the Megatron or the Globotron was weather delay, and I've never seen that in a hockey game. Even outside, they don't really post it that way.
Definitely, yeah. The weather delays, even like you were saying, Jay, outdoor hockey games in the NHL. I've had the opportunity to go to an outdoor game at Notre Dame when the Blackhawks played the Bruins. Actually, it was this year. And even like that, there was a lot of rain the night before. Actually, the ice was like a pond almost.
Yeah,
and they
that's
still
why we
played.
get the natural water on the
Yeah.
ice. You know, you got to squeegee that off because there was actually, I don't know what it is, but it was the Canadians, the way they do their ice, they put some element in it to keep it hard and frozen. And they were the ones when the Utah games were played here, or no, sorry, the Olympic games were played here in Utah in 2002. They actually hired the Canadian ice crew, I think it was from Calgary, Edmonton, to come down and do the ice. And that's where the loonie buried in the ice. You know, their $1 coins called the loonie because there's a loon on the back, and they buried it in the ice. And that was, I think it was actually, I can't remember who got the winning goal, but it was a battle right down to the wire at the Olympic level. Canadians finally coming away.
Definitely, yeah. Actually, that was like kind of right when when the Canadians started taking back hockey. Really, that they've been dominant at the Olympic level since then for the most part. 2002 kind of started that here in Salt Lake City, and ever since they've been winning gold medals. Actually, 2018 they did not win, but in between 2002 and 2014, it's been all Canada winning those Olympic golds in the men's hockey.
Yeah, and in 2002, I think it was Crosby who got that goal. And then the last, I remember if it was the World Hockey Games or the Olympics where I think they had the North American team.
Oh, that was the World Cup of Hockey.
Everybody was 22
yeah.
and under. Those guys cruised right through. I mean, I think a lot of GMs in the NHL stood up and said, wait a minute, look at that speed. And the precise passing, and they probably had an opportunity to go deep into the goal, but they did finally get beat by experience. But I tell you, they decimated a lot of teams in that tournament.
And it's actually a shame to see as well. The NHL just kind of, they don't know what they're doing. It's the front management in the NHL is probably one of the worst in professional sports because they don't even know if they're having the World Cup of Hockey again next year.
I don't know what it is, and then whether or not they're going to send the players to the Olympics.
Yeah.
And you know what was fun about it is they were playing for pride of their country. I mean, I remember. People were fiercely checking. They didn't care about their contract. They didn't care about their money.
Yeah.
They didn't care about their hockey career. They played the game like they were there to win. And if it had to be a physical game, they had no problem playing that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you're playing for your country. That's a whole new level of dedication. And just hopefully we can see some international hockey at some point because the NHL owns the World Cup of Hockey, and they don't own the Olympics. That's why they restricted their players to not go in 2018 to Pyeongchang to go play in South Korea. So it's unfortunate to see all the money the NHL wants to make, but they just can't make their minds up on whether or not they want to have that World Cup. So hopefully, but whether or not it's the 2002 Winter Olympics in Beijing or this coming fall, or in 2020, I should say, hopefully we see some international hockey because there are a lot of players who are really upset about not being able to play at the Olympics. You know, like their contracts could have been terminated or whatever it might be if they were to go play. And some GMs were like, you know, I will buy out your terminated contract if you go play because you want to go play for your country.
Yeah, and if you really want to see some really, really good hockey, the World Juniors.
For sure,
watching that, and it's hard to look at that and realize these kids are high school age.
Oh yeah,
and they look like the pros, and it'd be very interesting if some of those teams from Canada or whatever, or even Russia, would come here and see what would happen against an NCAA Division I team. And see what they have. Because when I was seeing this down here earlier, Wallen made a really cool play. She saw everything blocked up in the ice, and so she took the puck back in all the way behind the red line of her goalie and then brought up to speed. When I used to watch the Russian junior team when they would come out to California when I lived there, if they came to the neutral zone and didn't have any speed, they literally, the entire 5 players went back into their zone, circled back, reset, and they just came flying through the neutral zone. And I almost thought that's what Wallen was doing.
For sure, yeah. And, you know, like you were saying, that NCAA Division I level, that's above this, obviously. It's a little bit better hockey quality than, you know, ACHA D1. I actually, about a month or so ago, I had the pleasure of taking in a Division I hockey game at the University of Michigan, and they played Clarkson University, who was ranked in the top 25 in the NCAA Division I poll, and that was great hockey. It felt like a pro hockey game.
Is that Yost? Yost
Yost Arena.
Other than Notre Dame, Yost is just a fabulous place. They pack that place. The students are loud, and I love it when a band plays. Yeah. Well, here we go. We actually have a door that works. I think. It didn't. I didn't sound like it latched. Maybe they're going to manually put a broomstick across it or something. I'm not sure. But we were going to play hockey, so they're back out skating. They got to get those legs warmed up again. and we're ready to start the third period with the Utes leading 3-2. 33 shots on goal for the Lopes. A lot of those shots coming on the power play. And I guess the star of the game so far is Cruikshank. And
Definitely.
if I had to give out 3 stars, it would likely be probably Samantha Cruikshank, and then Broadfuller for the Lopes.
Definitely. It's been a great game so far for all of those players. Hopefully Utah can add some insurance to their lead as we're back underway here finally for the third period, as it's Cruikshank bringing it into the zone for the Utes right away, skating around as the Utes have some offensive zone time. A shot in front. It's blocked there by the Lopes and taken out by Welsh.
3-on-2 developing here. Whoa!
As player runs into referee, as now it's Grand Canyon on the attack, shooting, good save, rebound, loose! Puck still loose, and White squeezing those pads and freezing the puck here.
That had to be the far referee blow the whistle. I think the other referee was a little stunned by probably got poked in the chest a little bit. Yeah, he's looking at whether he's got a bloody nose or not. But yeah, he was a little stunned there for about 4 or 5 seconds, and the back judge had to make that call.
So the puck won over by the Lopes. They send it back into the zone. As Utah just trying to get it out of their own end. They do so. But it's the Lopes on possession. Grand Canyon into the zone they go. A shot, shooting, good save there by White.
What a good shot.
Centering pass, shooting, rebound, loose, oh, good save. 2 stops made there by White. And quite a few shots from the Lopes already with only a minute into the third period. And as with some speed, it's Grand Canyon with the puck again, bringing it into the zone. Wow, going coast to coast. It's Broadfuller, a shot. Good save by White. I couldn't see the puck for a second there. I thought it might have trickled in.
Yeah, I thought White still had it, and it actually went off to her glove side.
So now it's Chavez across the red line. Chavez, the captain of this Lope team, shooting. Goes into the corner after hitting a Ute stick.
You know, I get it with a short bench and also having to play tomorrow night with another short bench. But at the same time, it almost seems like this start of this first period, the Utes have decided to play a try not to lose versus let's go win.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, definitely not the right mindset to have and the game plan to have. But like you were saying, Jay, with a shortened bench, it's hard to do that because you definitely want to conserve your energy for tomorrow night as well. You want that to be a competitive game. As now it's Grand Canyon on possession again. It's Casola. A shot from the point. Good save there by White. Picked up there by Komarick.
And again, White's been making the stops, so she has given up some rebounds. You know, but here we got a penalty. The stick got caught in the breadbasket, and we're gonna get a call here against Brower. Couldn't get her stick out of the breadbasket, and that's a call.
And so the Lopes sending an extra attacker out, and they're goalie to the bench. Cross-ice pass one time. That one goes wide. Good setup, though. Just an inaccurate shot from Grand Canyon. That puck is sent around the boards, and it's going to get out of the zone. Hopefully Cruikshank can touch this one up. Unable to do so. It's Grand Canyon still on possession. Price into the zone, hit along the boards, and that one's going to be touched up. Penalty will be assessed to the Utes.
So we got a hooking call.
And it's going to be the best player on the Utes heading to the box, Cruikshank. Some of the fans here not too happy about it.
Yeah, I got quite a few paying referees here in attendance.
As 2-minute call against Cruikshank and yet another penalty for the Utes. They are definitely going to add a lot more penalty minutes to their team total tonight.
And looks like we've got maybe an unsportsmanlike conduct. Oh, no, they're just going to change. Wrong player called. Or either that or Cruikshank is going to be substituted. She might have some type of tweak. Is she going to the trainer? Nope, she's just going to the bench to take a rest.
Yeah, for sure. I know. It definitely was Brower who took the penalty. I'm not sure why they put Cruikshank in there. Maybe they just got confused, but good save there by White.
Well, there you go. That's the first time that the Lopes put a little pressure in there. They tried to crash the net that time by getting inside that box.
So Lopes back to the power play where they have not been too successful tonight. They have had one goal on the power play, but they've been given so many of them and only have 2 goals to show.
Yeah, McCain and Broad are having a little jousting match right in front of Samantha White. I don't wonder at what point it gets out of hand, but so far they're keeping their tempers in check.
Definitely. We saw that already with McCain taking a penalty in front of the net in one of those battles. As the Utes shorthanded now coming into the zone, but no quality shot comes of that.
Yeah, I
And
couldn't get that bottom hand to swing through the shot and just get it away from her stick.
it's Grand Canyon again on possession, dropping it off.
Nice pick.
Nice there for the Lopes. Puck goes into the zone. Shot. And just goes across the zone.
Yeah, that was lucky it didn't come in because White never saw that puck.
And the puck stays in, says the referee. And Grand Canyon still on the attack. Just under a minute to go on the Utah penalty. Grand Canyon has possession again. It's Casola skating around the whole entire zone. Centering pass
Blew a tire.
to no one there.
Something, she might have pulled something. She went down and she's not happy.
And a good fight out in front of the Ute net for the puck. Just under 30 to go on the advantage for Grand Canyon. Good block at the point from Burns.
Yeah, we got, again, Utes need to get off the ice here. They're trapped in their zone. 13 seconds, 10 seconds left in the penalty.
Grand Canyon just skating at will with the puck. As they're going to run on a power play time here as they have a backhand shot. Good turned away there by White. And the Utes back to full strength as Brower out of the box.
Samantha tracked that puck all the way. Good eyes.
So just under 15 minutes to go in tonight's contest.
Well, this will be interesting because they got to get their 4 players off the ice, and they will not be able to. Nope. Yep. Yeah, they're gassed.
Yeah, they aren't happy too. They go all the way to the bench. They're like, what? Can't get off.
Well, this is a situation where I've seen some teams actually send the puck back to their goalie on the face-off and cover it so they can get off the ice. I mean, doesn't look like they're going to call the timeout here, but you got to do something to stop the play. Those 4 players have been out there well over a minute and a half.
Oh yeah, and really I didn't realize that even at the collegiate level in the ACHA that you can't change your players on an icing. In high school, you are allowed to change on an icing call.
Yeah, so this is a smart play. Just skate with the puck. Get everybody changed. There you go. A smart play by Coach Morgan to get her players off the ice. Even smarter play by Brower to just go for a nice little skate.
As now it's Grand Canyon. A good block there. A rebound shot gloved by White. Wow. It wasn't even that hard of a shot, but it was a real awkward one. And a great glove save by White. That is not an easy save to make. You did not know how fast that puck was coming in or really how it was coming in. It was kind of floating a little bit. But that's a great save to make right there despite the speed of the shot.
Yeah, that reminds me of the national championship game where that Miami, Ohio goalie in the overtime. There literally was a lob shot, and it just bounced in. He couldn't track it, couldn't track it, bounced right in. And I don't remember who beat Miami, Ohio, but that goalie must have been just mortified the way that turned out. It's not a bad shot to just lob it in.
Cruikshank plays it off herself off the boards. Nice smart play there. She goes in around behind the net.
I just love her hockey sense to go low.
McCain a shot. It is very smart to just take it in deep to the zone because then you're able to get all your players down in the zone. But now Grand Canyon's sending it the other way, and it's going to be an icing call as McCain gets on her horse to make sure that was an icing call.
Yeah, it's a really short bench over there. 4 players. Morgan's going talking to her. Thank you. Patting her on the back. Saying thank you. And she's a little bit gassed.
Yeah, this team's definitely going to be tired going into tomorrow's game, so that's something to consider as the puck's
what
taken away
strength
there.
by Broadfather, like we talked about before, one of our stars of the game so far in their first 2 periods. On her knees, holding the puck, controlling it, getting back up on their skates, and continuing to hold the puck. What a player.
as that puck goes up top for the Lopes. Centering, or attempted a centering pass. Good save there by White. 13 minutes to go. As a shot, good save by White, and it's going to be covered up. So there's just under 13 to go.
Again, that might be something that Samantha's been told. If it doesn't, even if it doesn't look like it's in danger, we've got a short bench covered up. Let's make a change so that we're not scrambling around and giving up the puck in our own end with a bunch of tired players.
Definitely is the Utes. As we were saying, short bench for them. Despite the short bench and all that adversity, they've been playing great hockey. They actually have the lead right now 3-2 currently, and they're getting more than doubled up in the shot department. 40 shots for the Lopes, 15 for the Utes.
We've got only nine forward skaters tonight, and so you are out every other shift. I mean, there's no sitting through two shifts.
As Grand Canyon goes into the zone now. 12:20 to go.
McCain again, Gas, you decided to pull away from that pursuit, knowing that she was going to get beat.
As Grand Canyon has possession still, and White is just going to take that sliding puck and cover it up.
There you go, White. And we're going to change one player. The other players are looking at the bench. Like me? Nope. Sorry.
Almost like a soccer game in the sense that in a soccer game there's not a lot of substitutions made. And
it's one at a time.
Yeah.
Here it's wholesale. But Utes with a short bench not able to do that tonight.
To begin with, this team is already a small team in their first year. And when you have a short bench with a small team, like you're seeing tonight, you literally almost have you don't even have full two lines. So,
yeah, we were talking on one of the broadcasts early in the year. It happened to the men's team last year through the first 14 games of last season where they had the injury bug. And they had up to 12 skaters on the injured reserve. So you're putting in some of your backup players to play, play in the game. But they held their own, and we're getting another penalty here.
Looks like it's going to be on Cruikshank. And it's going to be
I'm not sure what that was.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that signal is.
Looked like a salute.
Yeah.
Rough.
Roughing against Cruikshank. That's another power play for the Lopes. Another opportunity. They're only down one. One lucky bounce, one anything, puts them back to a tie hockey game.
Send it. There you go.
And that puck goes all the way down the ice. Picked up by Chavez.
Good wholesale change by the Utes. Get fresh legs out there now that you have the opportunity. Get a new PK unit out there.
So now it's Chavez again with the puck. Excuse me, Casola.
They're crashing in that.
And
they've got two players down there. They've changed their strategy right in the perimeter and seeking it in. Good stop by Samantha White.
So 30 seconds gone on the power play for Lopes.
I'm not sure why it's coming out of the zone unless there was a hand pass. I'm not sure.
Could be a possibility as Grand Canyon wins the draw and sends it back into the Utah zone. A shot from the point. I think it hit a defender of the Utes and went wide as that puck goes back into the Grand Canyon end.
Yeah, Burns in supported pursuit.
Nice little spinorama there by Chavez. And she's going to take this one across the length of the ice, go all the way. And she's going to try and go coast to coast, but puck poked away there by the Utah defense, and then they clear it all the way back down again.
50 seconds left on the power play for the Lopes.
And a hit there in the corner.
Incidental contact. But the way the refs are calling the game, we don't know when it's going to be incidental and when it's not. It hasn't been all that consistent. But again, it's a hard position to be.
So just under 10 minutes to go here in tonight's contest. Utah defending a one-goal lead as of right now. As the puck goes up top, sent across the zone, one-time shot. It doesn't even get to the net after hitting a few players. As now the puck's trapped on the net, and the face-off
looks like it's going to go outside again.
Come out of the zone, yeah. And look for Cruikshank out of the box. If this puck goes back down into the Ute end, Cruikshank will be out in 15 seconds, and she's got speed and ability.
She's got some wheels, doesn't she?
Yeah. She could definitely be a threat right out of the box to take it to the other end and score. So as there's 10 seconds to go, and the puck sent all the way down into the Grand Canyon end, and looks like Cruikshank's going to
2, 1.
have to skate down as she's out of the box. Full strength for the Utes. As she's out of the box, trying to pick the puck off. As long as it's Dickman, it's poked away. It's Grand Canyon again on possession. Into the Ute zone they come. Along the half board, sending it up top for Broadfear. And it's picked away by Brower. Brower backhand out of the zone. Oh, I guess not. And Grand Canyon keeps in having a shot. That one goes completely wide. And now it's going to be Cruikshank who makes a move. Cruikshank's got open ice. Cruikshank on her own, shooting, hits the post with the shot.
The goalie's best friend, the post.
Wow. She had all the ice in the world to skate with, just hit the post. A little too accurate with her shot, I guess, as Pimentel unable to keep it in. As it's now Brower again at the logo, poked away. Now it's Grand Canyon. It's Toombs. She has ice to skate with. Toombs, a shot. No goal. Off the post it goes. Oh, my goodness. 2 posts in the matter of a minute.
Yeah, this is pretty exciting third period. Each team knows that the next goal is going to be crucial.
So now it's Grand Canyon again. A shot. That one goes wide. 8 minutes to go. Grand Canyon in the zone, having a shot. Good save. Rebound loose. Still loose in front, and Utah's able to get rid of the puck and force Grand Canyon to regroup. As now it's Kramer. Into the zone she comes. High slot, skating towards the corner. Kramer. Spinorama. And player brought down there, and the whistle's going to blow. And
another Utah penalty. She skated into the stick and got pulled down, and
it's going to be Brower back in the box.
Well, it's got to be frustrating for the Utes because they don't know when a penalty is going to be called and when they're going to be able to play. Again, it's not the refereeing crew as a group. It's the individual 2 referees are not in sync on what a penalty is and what is not.
Not tonight they aren't. Hate to call out the refs, but it's been kind of crazy tonight so far as that puck goes into the slot and deflects out. As Grand Canyon in the corner with the puck trying to find a girl up top. Shooting, and it's deflected.
Good play. Got to get out.
As Utah trying to get it out of their own ends. And a huge hit by Litzinger. And that Grand Canyon player is slow to get up. As now it's going to be Litzinger sending it all the way down. And number 19 from Grand Canyon, Casola, a little shaken up after that big hit. And so it's going to be the Lopes again on the attack, but it's poked away, and Litzinger almost got to hold that puck. As there's just a little over a minute to go on the power play for the Lopes as they head back into the Utah zone. Puck up top, a shot, good pad save by White, and sent all the way down. With just over 6.5 minutes to go in tonight's contest between the Utes and the Antelopes. As Cruikshank applying some pressure down low, as it's Broadfear with some speed. She still has the puck. Broadfear around the Utes defense, shooting, good pad stop, rebound, other pad stop. The puck's still loose and heads out the other way. Good couple of stops though by White to keep her team in this game. 30 seconds to go on the power play for the Lopes. They carry it around. It's going to be Welsh along the half wall. Back up top to Broadfear, number 6. A good glove stop by White. Oh my goodness, Samantha White.
Yeah, another stellar play, and 2 things happen here. Not only did she stop the puck, so that's the one less goal that you have to score, but also she's giving her team a rest. I mean, that is a perfect setup. That's almost like a trifecta. But excellent goaltending tonight.
Samantha White, too, a great goalie as we've been talking about. Only 5'3" as well, almost shorter than the net. As a shot from
Another stop.
the high slot, just for her size, she's a great goalie. And a high slot, open shot, a good stop there by White again. And now Brower's out of the box. It's even strength.
Yeah, it's getting a little feisty out there. You can tell that the Lopes are pressing. They really want to get that next goal.
And that puck gets caught in the referee's skates. And it's kept in there. And
yeah, now the paying linesmen are calling the offsides.
so that puck goes off the wall. And into the neutral zone it goes. It's the Lopes. And now it's going to be Welsh bringing it around the boards. Just over 5 minutes to go in the contest tonight. Grand Canyon, one final push from them as it's Yarborough, excuse me.
Yeah, you need a full 60 minutes of hockey out of Utah tonight.
Yes, you do, as it's now Brower trying to center that one to Cruikshank, but it was picked away. And now it could be Grand Canyon on an odd rush here. Into the zone they come, but the Ute defense doing a good job recovering.
Again, another nice play by the Lopes, circling around, giving our players time to set up. And Samantha White says that's enough of that. Let's stop
Freezes it up.
the buzzing and regroup.
So
Yeah, a little break in the action here. 4:30 left in the third period. Score 3-2 in favor of Utah.
43 shots from the Lopes, 15 from the Utes. And now it's going to be hustling down the ice. Burns beating out the icing call and getting down there first.
Yeah,
As
good
now-
speed this late in the game.
So that puck goes all the way up top. It's going to be McCain sending it back in.
She wanted a better sweep than that, but it was still effective.
As
Then we got 3-on-2 here. Needs a back check.
a shot from Grand Canyon, a good save by White. The rebound is loose. Just under 4 minutes to go now.
Yeah, that was an elbow.
And now it's going to be Wallen on the puck. Trying to make a move. Couldn't get through completely, but a good idea. And now it's Grand Canyon on the counterattack. Scanning it up now, it's Braun.
Beautiful poke check.
And a great poke check there from Utah. As that puck is sent back in by the Lopes. 3.5 to go. As it's out of the zone and hits Cruikshank's stick and goes back into the zone.
Yeah, you almost get the feeling that Utah really just wants to survive.
And now it's going to be Masunis. But it's picked away there, and it's Welsh now for the Antelopes. Now Komarek. Taken away by Masunius.
Nice saucer pass.
Now Pimentel into the zone. She has the puck. It's
That was a
taken
new
away.
strategy that I haven't seen tonight by the Utes, flooding aside coming into the zone. That can be a really smart play, but you have to keep the puck.
And Cruikshank pokes it away. Cruikshank trying to get around Welsh, but she can't do so. 2:40 to go. You might want to wonder when Grand Canyon might pull their goalie, as now it's Chavez into the zone. She comes. Chavez trying to send a one-time pass across for Casola, but it was unsuccessful. As that puck goes in around behind, now it's Komarek sending it back. And Utah trying to get it out of the zone. They do so. It's Cruikshank again. Just sending it all the way in and getting off the ice.
Kramer with a hold there. She had a little bit of a jersey in her fist and then realized she needs to let that go before she gets caught.
As it's going to be McCain sending it back the other way. Hits a couple Lopes and goes all the way down into their zone. 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, you could just see the Lopes on their bench trying to figure out what to do here.
And it could be a 2-on-1 if they hurry. It's the Lopes on the attack. Shooting! That one goes wide. A good shot by Braun.
Not sure if she saw the person on her wing coming up that was clear.
And now it's Utah on the counterattack. Litzinger, puck poked away. 1.5 minutes to go. As it's going to be Braun into the zone for the Lopes shooting. That one goes wide, and there goes Hugler to the bench. 6 attackers, Grand Canyon. puck sent across there. Now it's going to be Dickman, a shot. She scores. The empty net goal goes in, and the insurance is grabbed for Utah, and that one pretty much seals the deal with 1:16 to go in tonight's contest.
That was just an amazing play. What team defense they've been playing here in the last 7 minutes of this game. The Lopes have been all over the place trying to set plays up, and somehow the Utah players have been getting in the passing lanes and disrupting the flow of the game that the Lopes have tried to set up in the zone.
So Utah getting that empty net goal to put them up by 2, 4-2 Utes. And 16 shots from the Utes tonight. 43 from the Lopes. And now Cruikshank trying to get a breakaway. And the puck's pitched up to her. She's outside. Cruikshank, breakaway. Hits the post again. Oh, my goodness. Wow. I don't think she's buying any lottery tickets tonight.
No, she went to the same move. Thought she could pull it off this time. Same result. Same result.
And so 40 seconds to go now.
That was a good play. Just sent it in the corner.
As that puck goes towards right, she deflects it wide. 30 seconds to go. Puck cleared out.
And no icing on this play as the puck wasn't going to get to the red line.
So 15 seconds to go. Utah getting their first win at home on the season. It's a backhand shot. That one goes high. With a short bench and getting more than doubled in the shot department, Utah is going to win against Grand Canyon tonight for their first home victory of the season. You can hear it. These fans are happy. This team is happy, and what a win from the Utes.
It's just remarkable tenacity. You've got a short bench. You're looking at two teams that are, 2-6 and 2-4 in GCU. And again, they just hung in there. They played smart hockey. Again, I'm not sure what the strategy was in some cases, but White, number one star of the game, followed by Cruikshank, and then Brofelder would be my pick from the Lopes. She is a good hockey player. And they get a chance to get after each other tomorrow night.
Yes, indeed they do. They'll be back same time tomorrow night at the Salt Lake Sports Complex between the Utes and the Analos. But for tonight, that's all the time we have left. But we do have more hockey tonight as the men will be playing Grand Canyon in just a few moments after they resurface ice. They'll get out and do some warm-ups, and then they'll be back out here for Game 2 of the evening here at the Salt Lake City Sports Complex. So for the women's game, that's all the time we have left. Thank you for tuning in. The Utah Utes getting the win 4-2. With my partner, Jay Sewell, I'm Patrick McGann saying so long and good evening. We'll see you for the Utah men's hockey game in just a few moments.